Hi everyone, my name is Tim Randall, the Director of Product Management here at Milyli. Today, I want to show you how we can use the automated workflow feature in our product Delegate to manage your recurring relativity tasks. Reviews are rarely static things and often change over time. Your document universe will evolve and your indexes or images will need to be updated. These operations can take a long time and require attention to complete successfully. This time is often better spent on more important tasks. So let's see how automated workflows can help. In my workspace here, review has already begun and is actively taking place at the current time. As you can see, we've had new documents enter our document universe, and we've had some changes happen as a result as we've been working on this case. I have some saved searches here that kind of help us identify when these things happen and allow us to isolate these documents that we're going to do some of these recurring tasks on. So in this example here, I have unimaged privileged documents. We have some W9s. And what I've done is I've created a couple different things in this workspace to point at these items. So I have a imaging set here that looks at these new case documents. I have an OCR set that will generate extracted text using those documents in that saved search. I've also put together a few other things in here, such as search term reports, DT search indexes, and several different things that if we just run them again using this save search, this can dynamically change over time. So if we have all of these pieces kind of shifting, this is something that you could run nightly during off hours, or we could even make this something that we run weekly. So let's jump over to Delegate and put together one of these automated workflows. So we're going to click Create New Workflow, call it Weekly Tasks, and give it an easy to identify description. And then let's set up our notifications. So these are my tasks, so we're going to go ahead and have all of these steps just point at myself, Tim Randall. So what will happen is on any step that is added to this workflow, we'll go ahead and notify myself if something goes wrong, or notify myself if something works out, if it goes through as we expect. And once the whole thing's run, we'll go ahead and receive a notification at the end. So let's add a couple steps here. Got a imaging set, an OCR set. We're going to incrementally run our DT search index, rebuild our STR, and then after all of these steps, we're going to want to run a relativity script that is going to update the native file size field for our extracted text. So let's configure these other steps. Our imaging set will do our new case documents that have been loaded in since review has started. We'll go ahead and generate extracted text for those new documents. We'll rerun our index for the new docs, which is going to automatically run incrementally for us. And we will update our standard STR set with anything that's been added to the new index. So putting these things together, this is a very straightforward workflow that we can run multiple times. So whenever we do a new collection, or if we have a rolling collection, we can come in here and just run this again. If we have a weekly task or a nightly task to update some of these indexes, we can simply come back in and run this again. So I'm going to save this, and then we are going to kick the workflow off. So this is going to jump down to our first step, which is our imaging set, and this is going to get running for us. All of these have been run before, so this is not the first time this imaging set or OCR set or DT search index have been run. So we're effectively running all of these incrementally. So this is very useful if this is something you're going to run throughout a long collection. If you have different tasks and activities taking place sequentially, if you're doing a custodian at a time, you can configure your saved searches and your relativity resources so that you're ending up with just one button press for all of this work every time. Our workflow here has completed. We can take a look. All of our steps are good. We can take a look at our full details. Each one of these pieces completed successfully. Now, the really cool thing about Delegate is that if I need to come back tomorrow or even in a couple hours and I need to run all of these relativity pieces again, I just come back to our workflow here, click run, we start another run, and this is going to run through and execute all of these pieces for us again. In addition to this, we keep a full run history down here at the bottom of the page, which we can open up at any time and see historically what was run, how was it run, what was the duration, how did it go. And this keeps it so that this is something that we don't have to recreate or modify or edit. We can just keep on running this for the duration of this case. So just a nice way to kind of expedite some of this manual work, some of this recurring work, and letting automated workflows take care of that for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. We really appreciate it.